Today is day 5 of Masters Madrid, and we have 2 matches today. Lad vs Edward Gaming, and Karmine Corp vs PRX. Up first is Lad vs Edward Gaming. These two teams have played each other before twice on the international stage, with EDG winning the first time and Lad winning the second time. They come into this match at a pretty similar level, so it's hard to know who's going to come out on top here. The winner of this match will go into playoffs, while the loser is eliminated from the tournament. The maps for this series are Icebox for Edward Gaming, Sunset for Loud, and then Breeze as the decider. Looking at the agents for Icebox, EDG are running a fairly standard comp, while Loud have a Harbor rather than a KO. Here are some of the highlights from Icebox.
To one player not showing up, one piece of the puzzle, the whole puzzle's missing. All I've got is the front cover to think about what could have been. And hopefully we'll eventually find those missing pieces. EDG are searching frantically. It's a Hunter's Fury pulled out of the bag. Not finding its mark just yet, some damage, but Sadik and Les quickly trade that back. Very few defenders left standing. In fact, now just one. Smoggy's on all fours. Aodong tries to get back towards him, and he can't land a single shot. EDG are starting to make a read on this. There's a lot of players around here, some utility in play, and the spike is on its way back towards A, leading the charge by himself. It's a little concerning. If there was still a lurker around A, nobody would have I mean, he's 68 HP as well. He'd have a serious fight in his hands, but it looks like he might get away with it scot-free. Although, actually, the timing is kind of poor here as he goes through the wall. Kawanzin's waiting. Now the spike's down. There's a rifle there, but it can't be retrieved. Chichu's lurking around mid to catch those rotates, but he's going to be spotted in a second. In fact, spotted now. Now he's stuck, and there's players swinging from all directions. Loud all of a sudden are in a 5v3. 12 seconds left as the spike is planted, at least. They can breathe a sigh of relief. The clock is now on their side, and the players pushing back in haven't got big weapons. Even the kill they got on mid was just a sheriff, so nothing big retrieved. Kawanzin already fallen. Okay, EDG are starting to get their hands on the reins again. It's back under control. It's not looking too scary, although a couple players are low. The time is ticking. Oh no, it's only one! Karmine, this is his chance. His aim labs, right? He just needs to hit a few shots, and it's Sadik again!
The early battles at least being even. I thought the Odin had a possibility. QCK, neither has spotted the other. Karmine is just literally next to both of them. They've all walked past. If anybody turns around, they're just going to see him sat on a perch. There we go. Eventually goes down. Smoggy again has traded though. It's the players with the weapons. Still, that push up from Tuiz and obviously the turret no longer online. As they do look to head in towards this A site. The wraparound's coming, you can see Les. It's just waiting, watching, buying extra time, even putting the wall up just to slow them down that little bit further. This is all an attempt to try and just give opportunities to his teammates. At this stage, he should know exactly where these players are coming from. The snakebite again, just to make them that little bit weaker as Tuiz continues his sneaky little play around the back. His opponent's none the wiser that he's going to be right up behind them. First kill's free, and he'll close it as well.
So it turns out there just weren't many highlights from this map, as Lad stomp EDG 13-2. I missed the start of this map since Valorant posted a teaser for the new agents, but by the time I tuned in, it was practically over. And it's insane to me that in their last series as well, EDG lost a half 1-11. So to have that happen twice in a row is just a nightmare. Moving on now to Loud's map pick of Sunset, they're running the Phoenix and Breach, while EDG just have a Wraith. Here are some of the highlights from Sunset.
The Cypher on this map, Lesto executing Karmine. He was one of the major dangers. Look at the rest of the weaponry that's available for EDG, and it definitely isn't pretty.
Take flight.
Even an extra kill or two, though, in this post plant could be huge.
Well, this is it, especially with the plant spot, right? Like, this is all about spamming. The downside is two classics, not really going to have the best at times. Nobody know where to go. Found an angle eventually, and a kill with Chichu on another. Now there's a real chance for damage. Shock Dart close, and the spray doesn't land. Kawanzin's now the last man standing. He might not even be able to win this anymore. If he does, it's going to be at a heavy, heavy cost, and he's out.
Fair play. Again, though, when you have a run it back in play, you're more than happy to just go for a retake. Hunter's Fury thrown out. Nobody just desperately trying to find an opening kill. That's one of the things that EDG have pretty much failed to get in almost every single round after shock and spam! What from Kawanzin? He just predicted where his opponent was going to go. Run it back now in. Utility set up to try and play QCK into position. They're watching for it, but he still takes down Karmine. That advantage was never had. The spam almost eliminating Haldong. Wallbang in. It's just one left. They're cleaning house. Loud making this look so easy. Another flawless round to make it 8-2. They're looking fearsome. Now a gap, well, it was left for a millisecond. Sadak, I think there might have even been a flicker of a knife in his head for just a moment.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. They have no map control. They are just looking to take it to the elbow, the flash. Perfect. He hasn't killed anyone yet, but GTK, he just slaughtered every member remaining of EDG.
Our buy round here represents a chance to put the foot down, at least make this scoreline a little bit closer. But again, the man winning those opening duels doesn't change. He's taken damage and now finally dropped. And Kankan's made it out a lot. Kawanzin's dead to the nade. He just stood in it. Smoggy's taken down less. Okay, well, it started out poorly, but it's been recovered. It was starting to be recovered nicely by the side of EDG. Not again. Not in rounds like this. Chichu, the player pushes a smoke against him, and he wins it. Come on. Loud just can't lose.
No, not a third time.
Script
Not a
is
third time.
and it's not for EDG.
He got 3 kills pushing through smokes.
Sunset ended up being a pretty similar story as Loud take it 13-3. I've never seen EDG look so separated from each other, but don't let that take anything away from Loud, who looked very scary today. QCK specifically looked good, which should be a huge confidence booster for him since he hasn't been playing all that well up until now. So this means that Loud make it into playoffs, while EDG are eliminated from the tournament. The second match of the day is Karmine Corp vs PRX. Karmine Corp were probably slightly favoured going into this one, but as we saw yesterday, PRX are never out of it. Just like last series, the winner of this match goes into playoffs, while the loser is eliminated. The maps for this series are Bind for PRX, Lotus for Karmine Corp, and then Ascent as the decider. Looking at the agents for Bind, Karmine Corp have a Yoru, while of course, PRX is sticking with this weird Rainer and Heartbar angle. Here's some of the highlights from Bind.
I hate the fact that there's a player called something because it makes me constantly say it. It's like if he cast big, oh well, okay, at least he's getting kills with it. And Narrate's just been removed. He got to look at this round and then it was just taken away. Unlucky. And now the sight hit comes in off the back. Already big pressure from Monye. Gap closing perfectly to Massey. Just massacred, that's perfect! Great work from Monye. Gets the upgrade, sits back towards Showers, job done. Those two will need to be saving here. There's no two questions about it.
Well, the question, I guess, if Monye can carry that form across to today, that explosiveness still remains for sure. Only 2 left, obviously Shin and Martin going to give this one up.
Hello? Device face.
A little bit of a... something stunned.
Can he make anything of it?
It's going to be tough. With only a Sheriff in hand yet. Hey, sure, yeah, all land.
Are they going? Yeah, the gap closing now. Monye going to be put to test, put to task. Oh, that's rough. Blinded and Monye just popping off. Yeah, farm him up. Even spotting Narrate there. Over towards Shybox. This guy's on for it. He's absolutely on the money today. There we go. This could be it, but they've got to make it work with very little. Martin's got to be good for it. Spots one, lets him cross. This is huge. The discipline is here, but can he drop the bodies? He can, that's 2. A third needed, not going to get it. They still have a chance here, PRX. They're up against pistols. What is going on? Something just flew in. Narrate got a satchel kill. What the hell just happened? And the question is, how much can Forsaken hold on to? He's being hounded, yeah, because the hunting squad is on the way, but they've completely lost the A side. Fortunately, he's going to be trying to keep himself alive. Forsaken outplays Martin perfectly, but Narrate is there to try and keep this in their favor. The spike's in CT. What?
They didn't check close right.
Tomasi played in off the back of that. Now position noted, but that spike's still in CT. They might make a run for it towards B. They don't know yet. They don't know how this fight's going to favor. How does it tip the scales? You still have Monye in this position. What is this round? And what is that shot?
How's he getting 2?
He shouldn't be getting 2.
He's got Seekers to deal with as well.
They don't
Mindfreak's
they
here
don't
as well.
know.
It's an
They have no
open
idea.
plant.
They have no idea. Death creeping around the corner as Narrate now called upon. This guy is damn good, but he is going to need a worldy round here. Oh,
This could
maybe
be
he's got it. Pain shell back on Divine. Dipping down, has to slip away. And now Divine, the 1v1, no flash, nothing. 5 bullets. Oh, and Divine's got him. Devastating after Narrate was this close.
From Shin. Well, the TP from Shin's going to get right behind this.
Spike.
He's committed to it.
Spike! No! Tomasi and Martin get caught on the cross. That could be it. That Spike is in a disastrous place. Shin doesn't get noted by the flash, but they're so aware. Monye sweeps back through. He's got one flash and a slow rotation coming his way from Monye as well, so he's in a real pickle here. Forsaken has the angle, and he's got the shot. Spike now left, it's all on one. Narrate, can you do anything? Monye is getting audacious, but PRX get to 13 and claim map 1.
PRX took their map pick of Bind 13 to 10. They almost let the lead slip away towards the end there, but all it took was an aggressive push to close out the map. Monye looked really good on the raise here, and while I still have my doubts about this team comp, they somehow find a way to make it work. Now looking at the team comps for Lotus, Karmine Corp have their standard comp, while PRX actually have an Astra and Omen team comp, so no Viper there, which is a bit different. Here's some of the highlights from Lotus.
Off that as well. Forced back off that angle, but KC still need to get through this choke point.
I don't know what they got to go with. Prowler's already sent down. They got to just go for it, and Magnum outdoes something. Those misses starting to make a bit of a problem on the fours. Narrate holding this down. Can he do this? Can he really pop off here? 3 would be exceptional. He gets it to halfway. Oh, but Divide just... Oh, my God, he's got him! This time he gets his 3. Missed it on the first, but makes up for it in the second map here. But they've drawn out the lockdown so early. Now going to go for this. Divide's going to go through.
Yeah.
And Martin's the one to find Monye, so that lurk's been removed, and they're going to dive on in.
Oh, he didn't get caught with the stun!
That's
the showstopper's huge!
That's 2. 3 in the round. 2 off the rocket, and now Martin, can he do any more? He's feeling it, he wants more. He's chomping at the bit. He wants some dead. Magnum gonna take down Forsaken, but one more. Can one man do something? Has to watch as the defuse comes in. It's Flood that's coming in right about now. 1-for-1 trade, but it's not enough considering they're down to 2. Narrate sweeping through. Mind Freak bites right back. And now Monye needs to come forward here. Needs to be part of this. Narrate down low. Mind Freak toying with the TP. Monye can't hit the shot on the cross, and now it's all on Mind Freak. Shin! What a way to come back in, Karmine Corp. Get the job done. They are starting to really tip the scales here, Mike.
At least get back on as long as KC are quick about this one. Yeah, finally coming through. An open plant towards Mound. And plenty of opportunities. Shin now in a position to play spoiler. Ooh, a glance from something, but not noted.
4 through door though. That's a lot of players there. Martin this time in the position Magnum was in before, but again, they don't have the weaponry to really close this down. You can see that late look does get handled, but they've had no success elsewhere. I'm just eyeing up Monye. Hold on, I'm eyeing up Monye. What is this man up to? He's got to beat Martin, and he's got to do it fast. Yeah, absolutely not. What is the plan here? There's no time for this. This feels...
Wait. Is there time for this? No, it's not.
No.
Close, but no cigar.
Woo!
Yeah, not even. I thought it was way more than that.
I know.
I was like, yeah, no, he's like a second off here.
Karmine Corp took their map pick pretty convincingly 13-6. Narrate as per usual looked elite on the fade, and this series is going the distance to map 3. Looking at the agents for Ascent, Karmine Corp are actually running the triple initiator, which we haven't seen for quite some time, and PRX also have something pretty different with their team comp as well. Here's some of the highlights from Ascent.
What the hell was that? The Paranoia is going to go. Was one of the players ahead of it. I'm waiting to see. Oh my God! Oh, come off it! What is going on? Monye flies through the air, finds all 3 of them, and the site's theirs! I can't believe it! This guy is just unreal. What a round from him!
A flawless in response. The no command actually gets popped there. I'm not sure of the exact timing. The showstopper went off, right? Did he get an extra boost in midair from the showstopper being shot down?
Maybe. Show me this again.
He did, yeah, he got an extra boost off it. That is wild.
That.
Almost like a second satchel. This KC will stack up outside B site. We'll show to the Prowler. the C's actually landed
Great.
there.
Yeah, that's really lucky timing to slow this down. And the follow-up, especially on the rate of all players, is so fortunate. Something going to smoke or get smoked off on the cross. And look at the dive here, it's Forsaken! The immovable object! Something dips his toes in, catches Magnum, but now the counter-strike back. They start flooding back, winning these fights. PRX, that flash, they've got to try and make the most of it. That was so good to Massey. Invest in the ult, but the flank. Look at Monye. Getting a step or two closer, but the eyes have turned to Massey. The penny dropped, the plant's in, but does he consider it? There's the swing. Oh, it's exceptional from Tomasi. And something will be surely forced to save here. But Monye just walked middle. What? That was a really bold play to bring out there. Maybe he felt he had that support from short, but didn't get what he wanted, and that puts a problem towards B.
Yeah, Forsaken's going to have his hands full here.
He has been good for two.
Something's got the cross.
Don't
He's
turn
giving
away.
it up.
Don't turn away. Go back to business. There it is. Finds Tomasi. That's got to be so revealing. Oh my god. Oh, another one. Something. Perfect. Ult now triggered. And he actually evades Magnum. That's massive. Forsaken. Teed up and knocks him down. It's everything you would have wanted for them. And now Martin being hunted down. How much resilience can one man have? Not enough. I still here for Karmine Corp. This is not done yet, but that's big information. Martin, though, a lifeline given for Karmine Corp off the back of his start. That is everything they needed, but with this man still standing, there is no safety. He could still change around. Does he read it again? The adjustment, not wanting to play from the catwalk itself, considering maybe they already thought about it, but it's his presence again. He is the one that gatekeeps this round. He needs to hold this angle. He needs to catch one. Two, is he ready for this? Are they ready for this? You can see Mindfreak moving closer as well. Starting to get curious.
See just how close it is. Something gives it up.
The timing!
Here.
The timing!
What?
I thought he was good. Mindfreak not going to be able to do much more. Martin is absolutely activating here. And it's all on Forsaken. A 1v4. And Jort, this deserves OT. And Martin, the hero of the hour, the hero of Karmine Corp, getting them up to 12. Something. Ooh, careful, Martin. Forced away. That gives something the angle. And are you shouldering that? Are you serious? Underestimating something when given that information is a critical error.
Magnum still positioned towards Pizza, but PRX very quickly disengaged. Spike not committed just yet, so PRX looking to just find these picks. Tomasi lucky to escape with his life here.
Reality of the scenario if you're a Karmine Corp fan that, well, they're not coming B anymore. But they weren't quick on the uptake. They didn't overly dive into here, but the site will be theirs regardless. Do they go for almost the pre-take or do they wait? I think they're gonna have to now. Monye very close by here. Gonna get himself propped up on Gen. Tomasi looking, maybe set something in motion here.
Send the C's through first. Actually doesn't catch it, doesn't even go over the wall.
Now that could have been big too. The paranoia is going to go through, but it's something to find a rate. Swing on in, Divide stands and conquers. Monye seals it.
But Defiant and Forsaken almost committed towards a site hold here. There's no getting out for the retake.
No, you've got to stand. You've got to try and hold that ground. Martin's in, but he didn't get what he wanted. Switching out to the shorty is Defiant. Forsaken racking up bodies. They've held them back. They're on the verge. I can't believe it. PRX.
In our first ever overtime match of Masters Madrid, PRX take Ascent 14-12. Despite Martin's best efforts, Karmine Corp just fall short and are eliminated from Masters Madrid. As for the future matches of the tournament, the first two matches of the playoffs will be Sentinels vs Loud and Genji vs PRX. So funnily enough, that is just a rematch of the kickoff grand finals in each region. You can see that the bracket though for playoffs is double elimination. But yeah, we've got a 2-day break now into 3 days of playoffs, and don't forget the reveal of the new agent at the grand final.